Mr. Atkins.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get my sleep last night.
I guess you had a lot of talking to do last night.
Talking, crying, apologising.
Did you get it sorted out?
Well, let's just say that my wife agreed to take me back. There's something that I didn't mention last night. I should have reported it months ago, but because I thought things might turn out differently, well, read it yourself, you'll see what I mean.
Mr. Atkins, £500 cash. 4 o'clock this afternoon, litter bin next to the bench in Luther Gardens.
If it's not there, your wife finds out. If you tell the police, your wife finds out. If you do anything apart from deliver the money, your wife finds out.
Did his wife find out from this letter? She'd done her own detective work. Bank statements and text messages on his mobile.
Gov.
What?
Come and have a look at this.
Why do blokes always think they can get away with it, huh?
Some man can.
So many payments did he make?
This would have been the 5th.
Right, so he shelled out £2 grand and he's ended up right back where he started.
Why has he gone back to his wife anyway?
I think she persuaded him the mistress was only after his money.
Well, she's got a point. So what do you reckon, Gov? It's worth setting up an obbo, see if it is the mistress who's done it.
That's probably your best bet of catching whoever's behind it. You're going to have to move fast, though. The money drop's supposed to be happening in, what, under 2 hours?
Joe, will you take care of video surveillance?
I'll get down to Luther Gardens, set up an observation point, yeah?
I'll speak to Uniform, see if they can spare any relief to help out.
We'll have a quick meeting with Mr. Atkins, then we'll meet back here for a briefing, yeah?
Thank you, Mum.
Oh, and you know and I know that none of this would have happened if you'd kept Lee Thomas handcuffed.
Yeah. We just didn't see the need, Mum. I mean, up until the moment his cousin arrived at the scene, well, he'd been fairly cooperative. A bit jumpy, but that's all.
And that's when he did a runner.
Leaving the rear window open wide enough for him to open the door was my fault.
Sloppy, Tony.
Yeah, I know, Mum. We didn't think that he'd do a run, and we certainly didn't believe it'd become violent. I mean, up until that point, he seemed a pretty harmless kid, to be honest.
Yeah, but he's a very ill kid now, so let's hope everyone comes out of this all right. Good luck with the DPS interview.
Thanks, Mum.
It has to be someone who knows your name, knows where you live, and knows that you're married.
Now, you're probably not going to like this, but there is someone who knows all that. Your mistress.
Rebecca?
No. The blackmail letter started arriving only a few weeks after you started seeing her.
She wouldn't do that.
Maybe she mentioned the affair to someone else.
We agreed to keep it a secret.
Mr. Atkins, she was a single woman embarking on what she thought was going to be a serious relationship. She might have said something to a friend. Women confide in each other.
Well, does anyone wait to find out? You better get going.
I just can't believe Rebecca's involved in all this.
What are you doing? We're meant to be on High Street Patrol.
I'll be with you in a sec.
How much property have you got to clear? You've only been here a few weeks.
I'll leave it.
That's not your list.
That'd be daft, of course it is.
Amber bought in all this exercise equipment. I remember her complaining how heavy it was.
I owe her a favour, that's all.
For what?
Don't matter.
Why is she making such a big thing about this knife incident the other day?
She just likes winding me up.
But she was there. She knows what happened. Is there a reason why you haven't given Gary a statement yet? Dan, if there's something you two are keeping secret, you could get into a lot of trouble.
You think I don't know that?
Did something happen between you and the bloke with the knife?
Leela, there was no knife, all right?
But everyone thinks that...
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, what are you going to do?
Amber thinks we can cover it up.
By making a false report? Come on, Dan. The minute you make it official, that's it.
Look, it's either that or tell Inspector Gold. And I don't fancy that much either. You seen her today? She's like Godzilla on crack. Come on. Let's go.
Right. They went to restaurants and wine bars on Magpie Street, Bergholt Street, and Wharf Crescent. Pretty much all of them are within walking distance of Luther Gardens. We can't rule any of them out.
Right, Joe set up an OP in this building here. OK, we've got exits here, here, and here that need to be covered. Steve, you're in the gardens themselves.
Who is it we're expecting?
Well, at the moment, our best bet is a Rebecca Bishop. She's in her 30s, blonde hair, medium build.
You realize mistress is behind blackmail?
Well, don't you?
I'm keeping an open mind. For all we know, she might really have been into the relationship.
Well, come on, Susie. He's got to be 10 years her senior and he's minted.
Doesn't necessarily mean she was only after his money.
All right. Didn't have you down as the hopeless romantic.
Why? Because I dare to believe that two people might actually have feelings for one another. Hardly romantic.
It is in Phil's book.
What'd you say?
Well, you're not going to deny, are you? Everyone knows the score when it comes to human commitment.
Now, boys. Let's save the sibling quarrels for another day. Here you go, Sarge. 500 quid.
You, get on with it.
Thanks. You all right? Been interviewed yet?
They're keeping me waiting while they polish the thumb screws.
Won't be as bad as that. Anyway, there'll be a Fed rep in there. Hold your hand.
Yeah. Look, we haven't had a chance to talk about what happened yesterday.
You told me what happened, sir.
No, but we've been there before, haven't we?
Oh, I'm sorry a shark go through something like this, but...
I'm talking about me. It's not the first time you've seen me use my asp on someone.
You mean the charming Mr. Tennyson, our favourite local drug dealer? This is totally different. What happened to Lee was done in self-defence.
Even so, I put him in intensive care.
Last night, yeah, it looked pretty bad. But today, he's stable. He's getting better. Yvonne's going to pull through.
Doesn't change what happened, though, does it?
Lee Thomas brought this on himself. If you deliberately set out to hurt him, then you wouldn't be wrestling with your conscience right now, and I certainly wouldn't be giving you the time of day.
P.C. Hemingway?
Go on. Just tell him the truth. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
So why does the blackmailer want to drop the money off here? I mean, how does he know no one's going to pick it up first? And why is this location a convenient place?
Well, it's overlooked on all four sides, and he or she might be watching us as we speak.
Yeah, probably in the same building as our OP. How's it going?
There, Joe?
You make a lovely couple.
A lovely couple of what?
No comment.
Keep up the good work. Here we go. All right, the money's in the bin. Keep your eyes peeled, everyone.
And you found him hiding behind the wheelie bins at the back of Slate Road?
I radioed Tony my location. And then I think I said something like, what did you want to go and do that for, Lee?
Meaning, why did you run away?
I had my handcuffs out at this point, and I said, you haven't done yourself any favours, come on. And I really thought he was going to give himself up. He came towards me, and then he grabbed me and pulled me forward, and I lost my balance. He got his arm around my neck in a kind of chokehold.
Can you describe that for us?
Yeah. He was above and slightly behind me. He had his right arm around my neck, and he was tightening it with his left arm. I was shouting at him to let go, but he wouldn't. He was trying to push me against the wall, and his arm was getting tighter, and I couldn't breathe. I managed to rack my asp, and I tried to hit his legs, but the angle was all wrong, and I couldn't reach. So that's when I went like that.
So, you knew you'd be striking him on his head? A red area?
He was choking me, sir. I didn't have any choice.
And you only hit him once?
Yes, sir.
Are you certain of that?
Positive. That's all it took. He sort of groaned, let me go, and then he collapsed to the ground.
And then P.C. Stamp joined you?
Yeah.
Thank you, P.C. Hemingway. I appreciate that was difficult for you. That'll be all for now.